Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On the return, the Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz, too fast to handle. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone can go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Returnable for Lockett. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10.
At their own 47-yard line.
That's the reason we go for it. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kwan Williams.
He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive.
And he's got some space here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
A gain of
one thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
At the 45-yard line.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield. On 2nd down, Mostert.
And some room to work. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action with Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A 7-yard pickup.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers.
San Francisco.
George Kittle, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a 1st down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a 1st down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
30-yard line.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there, just like last play.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Now Wilson. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
33-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Caught right side, Tate. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
These two rivals played 2 of the better games in the NFL a season ago. You remember week 17, it was Dre Greenlaw stopping Jacob Hollister at the 1 to preserve a 26-21 49er win. And that wound up both winning them the NFC West and earning them the #1 seed.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
Now an option play on 2nd down. There's a fast release by Wilson out to the flat. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
With the score, Niners 14, Seahawks nothing.
An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. This is 1st and goal from about the 8.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
Wilson gets rid of it quickly. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Gerald Everett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game. Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Seahawks 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Second and 9 now from the 21. Now Mostert. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
The ball carrier.
Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
9 yards. First down, San Francisco.
On play action, they'll throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
It's a gain of 20.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Mostert a first down carry. This will wind up only getting him a couple. And it'll bring up second down.
Marius Randall.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Mostert. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. A gain there of 21 yards.
Raheem Mostert averaged 5.6 yards per carry last year. That was second in the NFL. So it's safe to say that it paid off that he patterned his work ethic after his hero Frank Gore, the former 49er. That's a guy who really shows you how to go out and get it done each and every day. Raheem Mostert patterned him and had a breakout season in 2019 with the 49ers. Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the sack.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The sack coming from Adrian Claiborne off the edge.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
Fourth down.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. They go play action now. Wilson. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
First and 10.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught at the 20. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A gain of 32 that time.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Wilson. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson, this will be caught just inside the 10. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That leads us to a first and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On second and goal, Wilson. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, San Francisco.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. They're in coverage to knock it away, Marquise Blair. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
For San Francisco.
The Seahawks trailing, but they will have this here as we resume action in the... here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. They run again with Carson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On third down, Wilson. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back.
And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
42-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. 27 yards there, a first down. They'll set up a throw. Flushed out right. Going for it all. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. But it'll be second down. This is Mostert. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Niners 24, Seahawks 14. Robbie Gould.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. 78 yards. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the podcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
James on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Flush to his right. Pass incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Mostert. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
The ball carrier.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st down.
They'll set up to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
The ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. This is Carson. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
3rd and 1.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. They go play action with Wilson. Buying time to his left. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. And he couldn't hang on. Almost an interception there defensively. Instead, it brings up fourth.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. There he goes, right side.
What's up?
And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Talk about flipping the script. That punt return, 86 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. A lot of times they want this guy just to try to flip field position. He flipped it all the way into the end zone.
Yeah, the rule of thumb is, can you pick up 10 yards? That's getting a first down. Instead, he takes it all the way and provides a big spark for his team.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Get in the way. 12. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
I smell fear in that offense.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up
Once again, it's Mostert. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. The Niners on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
And it brings up third.
They'll try and run here with Mostert.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
The tackle by Demarius Randall. 1st and goal at the...
They'll run with Mostert.
And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal.
They'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Complete.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Boy, you know, some plays you can just sort of tell they're not going to work from the start, and that was one of them right there.
Yeah, I mean, he had every option taken away, and so all that was left for him to do was to try and keep it himself, but even he knew that he had nowhere to go.
34.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any...
It's caught inside the 25. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people played.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, how would you say it, consistently.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're within a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
It's 3rd down and 5.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Wilson now from the gun on 3rd down. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
The 49ers.
So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now.
Oh, you gotta love it, baby. Give me some more. Complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
It is good.
And his kick is good.
Score, Niners 41, Seahawks 27. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is DJ Reed returning.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
They hand it off to Mostert.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, Keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the two-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. On first down, Wilson being chased out left. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Isaiah McKenzie that time. And now it's second down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Play action. Now Wilson. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for San Francisco, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll return home next week to take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Seattle, this season after 6 wins to start the campaign. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on